Hi guys! Today we're going to look at how to make the player's sprite flash when they've taken damage and are invincible. Okay, we'll start with this scene that continuously spawns enemies that wander around and chase the player. The player can also fire bullets and kill the enemies. We created this in our 2D top-down shooter series, so take a look if you want to know how it was done. Alternatively, you can download this project by supporting us on Patreon. All the links you need can be found in the description. Okay, let's create a new script to make the sprite flash. We'll navigate to the Game Scripts folder in the project panel. Then we'll click the plus button and add a new script. We'll call this Sprite Flash. We'll drag this onto the player to assign it. Then we'll double-click the script to open it in the editor. We'll start by deleting the default methods. To be able to change the colour of the sprite, we need access to the Sprite Renderer component. We'll add a private field for this. Then we'll add the awake method. In here we'll get the Sprite Renderer and assign it to the field. We need to use getComponentInChildren as the graphics are in a child object of the player. Next, we'll create a public coroutine method for the flash. We have a dedicated video on coroutines if you want more detail on this, but basically it allows us to have code that executes across multiple frames. For the method to be executed as a coroutine, it needs to return iEnumerator. We'll add parameters for the flash duration, the flash colour, and the number of flashes we want. In the method, we want to change the colour between the start colour and the flash colour. To be able to do this, we need to store the start colour in a variable. We can get this from the Sprite Renderer component. Next, we'll create a variable for the elapsed time. We'll initialize this to 0. We'll also create a variable for the elapsed percentage. We'll initialize this to 0 as well. We want to keep changing the colour every frame until the duration is complete. To do this, we'll create a while loop that loops as long as the elapsed time is less than the duration. Inside the loop, we'll increase the amount of elapsed time by time.delta time. Then we'll calculate the percentage by dividing the elapsed time by the duration. We want to make sure that the percentage value doesn't go over the value of 1. We'll check if it's greater than 1. If it is, we'll just set it to 1. Now we have a percentage value between 0 and 1 that we can use to decide what the colour should be. We'll set the colour of the sprite renderer using color.lerp. Lerp linearly interpolates between two values. We'll specify the start colour as the first value and the flash colour as the second value. Then we'll pass in the percentage value. At the moment, this will make the colour transition from the start colour to the flash colour as the percentage increases. What we want though is the colour to change back and forth between the two, depending on the number of flashes. This means we need the percentage value to keep going back and forth between 0 and 1. Luckily, there's a function we can use to do this called Ping Pong. We'll create a variable for the Ping Pong percentage. Then we'll assign it using the mathf Ping Pong function. This function returns a value that goes back and forth between 0 and a specified maximum value. We'll pass in the percentage value. Then we'll specify that we want the maximum value to be 1. So if our percentage value is below the maximum value of 1, then the ping pong function will return the percentage value unchanged. If the percentage value goes above 1, then it will start coming back towards 0. So given a value of 1.1, the ping pong function will return 0.9. A value of 1.2 will return 0.8, and so on. When the value reaches 2, the ping pong function will return 0. Then it starts going back towards 1 again, with a value of 2.1 returning 0.1. At the moment this isn't going to have any effect, because the percentage never goes above 1. To make a difference, we'll multiply the percentage by 2. So now, when the percentage value reaches 0.5, the ping pong function will return 1. When the percentage goes over 0.5, the ping pong function value will start coming back towards 0. Finally, when the percentage reaches 1, the ping pong function will return 0. So if we use this value in the lerp, it will give us a single flash. It'll go from the start colour to the flash colour and then back to the start colour. So to make it flash multiple times, we just need to multiply the input of the ping pong function by the number of flashes. Now it will flash the desired number of times. The final thing we need to do in the loop is write yield return null. This will tell the coroutine to wait until the next frame. Okay, that's it for this script. Next, we want to call this coroutine when the player is invincible. We'll navigate to the invincibility controller script. At the moment, we have a coroutine that turns on invincibility and then waits before turning it back off again. Instead of just waiting, we'll execute the flash coroutine instead. We'll add a field for the sprite flash. Then in the awake method, we'll get the sprite flash component and assign it to this field. Next, we'll add parameters to the coroutine for the flash colour and number of flashes. We'll also add the same parameters to the start invincibility method. Then we'll pass these values through to the coroutine. Next, we'll remove the line that waits. In its place, we'll call the sprite flash coroutine. To call a coroutine inside another, we use yield return. So now invincibility is turned on, then the flash coroutine runs, and finally the invincibility is turned off. Okay, that's it for this script. The final script we need to change is player damaged invincibility. This is called whenever the player is damaged to give a few seconds of invincibility. We'll add a serialized field for the flash colour. And we'll add another for the number of flashes. Then we'll pass these through to the start invincibility method. Okay, that's all the script changes we need. Let's save them all and switch back to Unity. We'll select the player in the hierarchy. Then we'll set the flash colour for when the player takes damage. We'll set this to white. Then we'll set the alpha value to 130. This will make the transparency of the sprite change as it flashes. Let's close this window and set the number of flashes to 10. Okay, let's press play to try it out. Now, when the player takes damage, the sprite flashes until the invincibility wears off. In the next video in this series, we'll look at how to add a main menu. From this menu, we can choose to play or exit the game. And when the player dies, we'll return to the main menu. If you want to be alerted when this one's out, then subscribe and click the bell icon. If you have any questions or feedback on this video, let us know in the comments. A big thank you to all our patrons. We really appreciate you helping to support the channel. If you'd like to help and also get access to the source code, you can find details in the description. Thanks guys!